You wanna see the saddest car story in the world? It's literally right behind me. Calvin's 240 is the most neglected car at the shop. I don't think he's washed it once. It's been sitting outside for the longest time and it's a complete mess. He has his reasons as to why he left it sitting out. He wanted to do certain things to it. We haven't got around to it because we've been doing all the other cars. One of our neighbors in this complex, I can't point or say who it is because who knows if they're actually watching these videos to try and tattletale on us. They reported Calvin's 240 abandoned, sitting parked back here. I think they wanted to like jab us a little bit, but I can't blame them. It does kind of look like a piece of crap. It definitely needs a little refreshment. So today, we are going to turn Calvin's car into a nicer looking car, really just to kind of avoid getting any more shit from any more neighbors that we have next to our shop. Thanks to Meguiar's, we have all the things necessary to turn this thing to be a little bit prettier.
It's just a good car, Tej.
It needs help.
Barnyard Fine.
Barnyard Fine 240 gets a refreshment. I think to start, the paint needs a refreshment. We got some pointers from Meguiar's. We have the material and tools necessary. Let's clean this thing over. If we can get to today, or if the tint's not that bad, judging by the bubbles in this tint,
We can get that
dude,
off.
there is like a thick layer of grime. It like has texture.
hey.
It has texture. I think that we can
Oh, we
get rid of all that
we
tint,
can-
hopefully.
We got this, Tej.
Today, it will definitely take the form of a new car.
Look, Tej.
It's disgusting, dude. It has a yellow film on it.
Yeah, I'm making money on it, man. I got some renters. They're renting out the place.
Oh, you got some spiders renting out your mirror corner?
Yeah, they're renting out the space. There's nothing I could do about that. That was like that.
There is.
It was like.
It's called some elbow grease. Look at that.
Hey, don't make fun of me. That's it. Job done.
It ain't abandoned no more, baby.
She ain't abandoned.
I've never seen water be brown as it rolls off. Pro tip, if any of you guys are trying to up your car washing game, invest in a power washer. It kind of sucks spending the 80, 90, 100 bones, wherever it is to get one, but that pressure washer we got is from Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight has an exchange warranty where if anything ever breaks, you can turn it in and get a new one on the spot, and it literally makes cleaning your car that much easier. All the grime on the wheels, all the hard stuff to get off just flies off with the pressure washer. You have to be careful not to have it too high, but it does a pretty good damn job. Dude, if your car was white, it would look so good.
White car, Tej.
But the 240 looks so cool in white. We're gonna use the Meguiar's all-wheel cleaner to see if this kind of helps. To be honest, Kyle, I'm not sure if anything can save this crap.
Maybe this brush. You said elbow grease.
I'm pretty sure you like let the product dwell for 2 to 4 minutes. Do not let it dry, spray off with steam. So we're gonna cover the wheel with this stuff, let it soak in, and then scrub it, and then this should be clean. Visually, the car is clean, but if I could let you guys feel what it feels like, was that proper English? When you're drying the car, it just feels like you're rubbing sand. Like it's very, very textured. We need to clay bar this and polish it. It needs work.
My goodness.
If you are trying to sell your car and you spend $500 to $600 on getting a professional detail and making the car look nicer, I can pretty much guarantee you from my experiences that you could sell the car for thousands more. Easy. So it's always a good idea to keep your car looking fresh, boys. Don't ever be a Calvin.
What the fuck?
I mean, in a good way. Be a Calvin, but don't be this type of Calvin.
What the?
The next thing we're gonna do is use this clay bar kit. Before we go ahead and do the full polish and do all that type of stuff, we're gonna try and get this texture and grime off here. The clay bar is gonna get that rough, sandy feeling off of this. It should kind of help clear that stuff to get right down to the paint, and then we can start doing that. I think while one of us is doing that, Cal, wouldn't be a bad idea to start taking this tint off.
You have more experience than I do, Tej.
I have very little. I have failed experience. Well, I did the front windows on the RX-7, but
Did you do a good job?
I mean, on the front windows, I did a decent job. I failed on the back window. I get a lot of comments about the back window tint on the RX-7.
Keep the heat coming, brother.
Calvin's tint is coming off a lot easier than my RX-7 did. That is a good sign.
Go to Chick-fil-A. Anybody else want anything?
Huge moves. You know what I want, right?
I know what
Large fry, though.
I always get you a large fry.
Thank you. Oh, you know what? It actually does come up on camera, Calv.
Does it?
Yeah, look, I
There's
actually,
like this
there's like a literal square,
It's like
like
right
right here.
That's
Yeah.
not done. and it's still hazy.
And this is the compound?
This is the compound. So you're gonna compound it to cut out all the haze, and then polishing it will make it look polished. There's still gonna be those deep scratches because the paint's fucked.
Sure. Calvin left a square so we could kind of see it on camera. But this is going in with a buffer and ultimate compound from Meguiar's and just cutting through all the crap. And then we're gonna go back in with a polish and try to make it even better. But that's a pretty clear visual. Yeah, you can absolutely see it.
6.5 hours later.
The whole car's been clay barred. Then we're gonna try and do the whole entire car with that buffer. We were doing this window tint, but just like my RX-7, it might be too rough. That's like 30 minutes worth of work. So if you just do the math, that's like a couple hours, which that's only one of the windows. I think it's worth it just to go and drop it off at a tint shop, but I'll leave it up to Calvin. All right, now we're gonna go into our Meguiar's Ultimate Polish. As you can see, they always keep us stocked up. I don't think it'll show up on camera. We just used ultra polishing wax. This has made a pretty big difference. So the thing is with Calvin's paint, it has so many scratches in it, like deep scratches that I don't think we're gonna be able to get out. Like, I don't know, I'm not the biggest paint connoisseur, but Calvin was suggesting it probably needed to get wet, probably needs to get like wet sand or something. And we do believe this is stage 1 paint, which if it's stage 1 paint, I believe that means there's not a shot of clear over it.
We believe that there's no clear coat that you can polish. And correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think polishing stage 1 paint is too possible. Correct me if I'm wrong. What we're noticing is the deep cracks are way too deep, and we'd have to like redo the car. Either repaint it or wet sand everything. Like you can see where the deep scratches are.
But from this little section that we did, you're not gonna be able to see it on camera, but there's like a haze and like water spots we haven't gone out yet. And then when we did this ultimate polishing, it's gone. Now it's clear, a bunch of like key scratches on it. But we're gonna keep moving forward, nice meme, with that polishing wax and see how she turns out.
A few moments later.
Your see thing is you can't see this on camera, Cal. Look right here.
You want me to look now? Not
You see that?
Yeah, not good.
Okay.
All
Now
right.
close your eyes.
Okay.
Now look in front.
Ooh! Wow! Oh, yeesh.
You know what I mean? Like, you see how cloudy and hazy?
Yeah, yeesh.
And then, like, the paint's not great, but, like, just a little bit of effort. I just did the doors, and I did the front fender, and then the hood is finished. I haven't even polished that. That's just compound on both of those.
I don't even think
But this haziness just goes away when you use the compound, so I'm getting carried away. I'm gonna keep going at it. I'm liking the results I'm getting.
2 hours later.
So I just finished doing compound on the whole entire car, and about 3/4 of it has been polished. I did some tire dressing. I did some back to black plastic restorer. The car's looking much better. Calvin attempted this window tint on this side and got some of it off before failing to get the rest of that off. You kind of half send it on that, and then we absolutely gave up on this tint. We only got, not even a quarter of it down.
she ain't 100.
You gotta back her out, Calvin. We gotta see how she looks in the light. I mean, she still needs some more look, but definitely upped your worth quite a bit. You're like a mirror, bud.
Like a mirror.
You look like a mirror.
Like a mirror thanks to you, T. I don't want to park it outside.
I know, now I was gonna be like, Dan, now we're gonna park it outside? I just wanna keep her inside forever.